Two former city traders who were jailed for manipulating interest rates have had their convictions quashed after a 10-year fight for justice. Tom Hayes and Carlo Palombo were found guilty in 2015 and 2019, respectively. The Supreme Court ruled their criminal trials were unsafe because the juries in each case had been given inaccurate and unfair directions. Andy Verity reports.
Elation after a 10-year battle for justice. Tom Hayes, Carlo Palombo and their supporters have said for years that far from being criminals, they're victims of a whole series of miscarriages of justice and a cover-up by the financial establishment dating back 17 years.
It feels very surreal, a little bit like my conviction, like it's not really happening to me.
For the 2008 financial crisis and the recession caused by it, no banker was prosecuted. Then in July 2012, when Barclays was fined £290 million for manipulating interest rates, his boss Bob Diamond had to resign and MPs demanded bankers be jailed. Then in August 2015, Tom Hayes became the first trader to be jailed for manipulating rates.
That was a cruel and pernicious sentence from a judge who'd made his mind up about me long before he'd even seen the defence case. And it destroyed my family. My son, I missed most of his childhood. I mean, people do not realise what miscarriages of justice do, not just to the person who suffers them, but all those who are surrounded by it.
In the next 4 years, 19 traders were convicted and 9 jailed, including Carlo Palombo. Then 3 years ago, a US appeal court threw convictions out. Today, the UK Supreme Court decided trials were unfair and quashed convictions.
Now, for me, this is the beginning of trying to see if that rupture can be healed somehow, and trying to go back to a world where we can actually talk to people and not just being seen as the monster by a system that can only construct and deal with monsters.
MPs, traders and their lawyers now want answers about the role of central banks and governments in LIBOR rigging and about how these miscarriages of justice happened. Andy Verity, BBC News.